What's going on, guys? This is Paul with Bearcat Warehouse. Today I'm going to be showing off the BCD996P2. This is one of our really good middle tier radios, and it's been growing with some popularity over time. I'm going to show you a few things like the firmware and how to change the volume, the squelch, how to change the backlight, etc. I'll cover all that in this video. But first off, the firmware did just come out with this radio, and it hasn't had a new firmware update in quite a while. So essentially what that did was it improved some of the things with the radio and reception, and it also enables the NXDN to be purchased with this radio as well. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to check the firmware to see if you need that update or not. So how you get in the menu is you hit this menu key here. I'm going to tap that, and then you can just dial either clockwise or counterclockwise to go through the menu. And you're going to look for settings here. And then you're going to press on this big knob. Then you're going to dial again until you see Set Scanner Info. And you're going to hit this big knob once again. And then you're going to dial it down to Firmware Version. And once you're on that, hit the big knob. And then it's going to show you this number here, version 1.08.01. So if you see that on your radio, it's currently up to date as of the time of me shooting this video. So if you don't see that number, you're going to need that firmware update. And you can update this radio using the BC-VUP updating software that you can download online. Now, if you don't have a Windows computer, or if you don't have a computer at all at home, I recommend setting this up to us, and we can update the firmware and we can reprogram the radio for you as well. So I do highly recommend that. Alright guys, in the next part of this video, I will show you a couple features as well. Alright guys, next up I'm going to show you how to change the volume and the squelch setting on the radio. So these two buttons on the left hand side, the bottom one is going to control the volume. So when you dial this, you're going to see a little V up there, and it's going to change in number as you dial it up. So the larger the number, the louder the radio will be, essentially. So when you dial the squelch, it's going to show you a little S on here as well. So this is not the volume, so be very careful when you're dialing that, because with the incorrect squelch setting, you may mess yourself up. So the squelch setting, you want that to read S equals 02. 02 is usually the sweet spot on most any Uniden radio, so I do highly recommend using that as like a default. And the volume, you can put that on whatever you need. So that's all for changing the volume and the squelch. Alright, next up we're going to change the backlight. So you're going to find this in the menu, so hit the menu key. Then we're going to dial down till you see settings. Once you're on settings, you can go ahead and press the big knob. First thing you're going to see is set backlight. So just press the big knob again. Now you can adjust the dimmer if you need, so that's like the brightness, but the color is on this setting here. So set color, you want to hit the big knob, and then you can dial through the individual colors here. So me personally, I like cayenne. I think it's kind of like the most neutral and not as intense as the rest of the colors, but feel free to put that on whatever you need. And once you have that selected, you can go ahead and hit scan, and that brings you right back to scanning. And that's how you change the backlight. Alright, next up we're going to change the CC mode, which stands for close call. I do get a lot of calls in reference to the close call mode and how it was accidentally turned on and how to turn it off. So I will quickly go over that with you. So to get into this, you want to go to menu, and then you're going to scroll down until you see close call. You're going to hit the big knob once you're there. You're going to see a few different options in here, but you're looking for set CC mode. So if you have close call turned on and you're just trying to figure out how to turn it off, you're going to go here and then hit off, and that's going to turn your close call mode off. There are a whole bunch of other options in here, and I could go into quite some depth into them, but I do recommend checking out the manual. It does actually go pretty in depth on how to change these different settings. Alright, that's going to cover the close call. Alright guys, next up we're going to go over the scan mode here. So first off, you can do like public safety scanning, you can scan, or you can listen to the radio, FM or AM radio, and additionally you can monitor the weather. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So for weather, you can just go into menu, and then you can hit WX operation, and then hit weather scan. I'll take you right into weather. We're having a lot of heavy rain, so we are getting flood warnings here. So to take you back, you just hit the scan button, and that takes you right back. So my radio, the way that I have it set up in the scan mode is I have 2 banks. Baltimore County is on bank number 2, and Howard County is on bank number 1. So I really like this radio because of these quick keys. You can just turn one off, so Howard County is now off and only the Baltimore County is playing, and then vice versa. I can do it like that. So additionally, we can set up this radio for you in this manner with the quick keys. You just request it and we can go ahead and do that for you. I really like that. It allows you to cycle through those different channels really quickly. So that's really going to wrap this video up, guys. I am going to provide some information on what that firmware does here on the screen, so you guys can just review that. And I do think that everyone should opt for that firmware upgrade, even if you're not planning to buy the NXDN, that upgrade. So go ahead and do that, and like I said, if you need, we can do that for you. Alright guys, well, it is a holiday weekend, so I hope all of you guys do have a safe and fun holiday weekend, and I hope you do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help out a lot, and I will catch you guys in the next video.